There are interesting new technologies that work well in a lab, but once you start to do it at scale, it breaks. It either breaks from a process perspective or from a cost perspective. Hey, a pure silicon anode is 10 times more powerful than a graphite anode. But the problem is, how do you do it at scale? And right now, if you look at Group 14 is selling pure silicon at $150,000 a ton. You really need to get that down to $15,000 a ton. Really make use of that as a game-changing technology. And it's also difficult to make that happen at scale. Silicon expands when it charges. It's like a sponge, and it just expands. And you can imagine having a battery that expands 3 times. It'll just explode in a car or something like that. There's a lot of really propeller head level technology that needs to be created in order to harness that kind of a material. And doing that at scale has so far been beyond us. So when I look at an upstream investment, the story's great. What they've built in terms of material looks really interesting. When we start looking at how do you actually manufacture that at scale, things fall apart. Right? They're saying they're going to build a factory that could produce, tons and tons, and I say, well, great, but we need 50,000 tons just for us, and you're talking about 1 or 2 or 5 tons. This isn't helpful. The amount of investment that would need to get up to 50,000 tons is massive. So we have to figure out how to do this at scale.